Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am not too well today. I have a bad cough, throat, cold, जो एक normal flu का होता है. But I didn't want to disappoint all of you, so I said, okay, at least let me come in for a little while and say hello to everyone. So no dancing today because no energy today. And I think that's also another very important thing for all of you to know. Maybe you've always seen me with high energy, fabulous energy, and you've never seen me low. So I said, you know what? Actually, we should try something different today. Let me show you what I look like. Not what I look like, but what happens to your energy when you are not too well. Okay, so I'm not fully unwell. I don't have fever or anything like that, but I am just, throat is not okay, generally not okay. All right, but I thought I'll say hello and I'll add some other kind of value. So today we won't do too many Q&A because I'm not in a mode to answer your questions. But I thought a lot of you have been asking me a lot of times for makeup tips and tricks and what all I do and all of that. So I said, why not show you a little bit of my makeup as I'm sitting free at home with nothing better to do. Fortunately, my children just called about an hour ago and my energy was really low till that point. But after speaking to my kids, I'm actually feeling much, much better. For those of you, yes, awakening is starting tomorrow. I will be much better by tomorrow. Sometimes it's just those very mild flus that are just passing by where you just feel lethargic, but nothing's really happening to you. Like, I feel like from Sunday, my energy had started to fall and today it hit me badly. Okay, so I said, okay, why not talk about makeup and let me show you a little bit of my makeup and how I do my makeup and all of that. I'm not going to do a full tutorial where, you know, how makeup artists will show like how they do the makeup, but I thought let me show you my favorite products and how I think about my makeup when I'm one of those people who loves doing her makeup in like under 10 minutes, you can say. So I don't take too much time doing my makeup. I like to do it really fast. So you can ask me anything in regard to makeup, anything in regard to dressing up, anything in regard to clothes, jewelry, accessories, in that aspect, because I'm in a lighter mode. I don't want to go too deep. So I won't be handling your personality questions and family relationship questions and career questions. I'll be doing a fun half an hour. Whenever I start to feel like ab meri energy niche ja rahi hai, then I'll run away. Okay, sweethearts? So, but still, you know what? Interacting with you actually gives me energy. Just the way you get energy from interacting with me, I actually get energy. And I know I'll be better tomorrow only because I did the Insta Live today. Okay, so let's do some of these questions. Let me start with so after you put your basic cream, which is normally, if you know the process, I do serum, moisturizer, SPF. So I keep it really simple, after which if you want you can put a primer. Some days I put a primer. If I'm doing a longer, it's like if I'm going to go on stage or something, if I'm not doing, then I don't put a primer. My favorite, absolute favorite foundation is the Charlotte Tilbury, what's it called? इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ हो गया कि अब वो मिट ही गया foundation. So I'm trying to see if you can find the name. But yeah, Charlotte Tilbury is the long wear one. Okay, so it's they have one tall tube looking thing and they have this, then this is the bottle, matte bottle, which I absolutely love. I take this in my exact skin color shade because I feel like you should always own one foundation that's exactly your shade. So this is the new one which I just picked up from Bangkok. It's the Armani Luminous Silk. Again, a beautiful foundation. Literally you can't tell the foundation on your skin. So these are my absolute favorites, which are exactly to my skin tone. And then there are days when I've gone for a beach holiday and all of that, and I need a different skin tone. Then I like to use a much lighter one. This is one of those. It's called Halo Healthy Glow. It's by Smashbox, and this is like more like a moisturizer which you can just rub on your hands and put on your face if you just want a glowy skin and you don't want to care about a heavy duty foundation. So you can have both. How I like to apply them is There's a MAC brush which is actually meant for moisturizing your skin. So you dip it in your moisturizer, but I use my moisturizer like that. So then I like to use this lovely white color MAC brush for my foundations. And of course, if you want to make it super easy, just put 2 pumps on the back of your hand and then dab, 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 and you get that flawless feel. So making it as easy as I can for you. So Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite. Giorgio Armani, I've just started to use the Luminous Silk about a week ago. And anytime you want it to be easy and light for you, then the Halo, Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. Okay, I'm just showing it to you. I'll see if I can just put the name of these products as a list somewhere down, or I'll ask my team to do that. So that's normally how I do my skin. Now for me, the skincare is the most important part of your makeup. You get your skin right, you basically get your face right. That's majority of what I like to focus on, getting the skin or the base right. There are 3 kinds of blush-ons I use. My favorite is a blush-on called NARS Orgasm. And it's almost finishing, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. This shade is my favorite, NARS Orgasm. It comes down really well on the cheeks. Let me see if I can apply it and show it to you. I won't be too adventurous, but I don't know if you can tell. It's a very soft, dewy pink kind of a color. You can tell, right? You can see it here, yeah. So NARS Orgasm. Another new one that I have just discovered is called the Rare Beauty. I think this is by Selena Gomez. These are all available at Sephora. So this one I picked up from Sephora Chennai, so it will be available in all the Sephoras. Very, very nice, highly pigmented. So you just need to put 1 dot on your hand, and literally from that dot itself, you put it on both your cheeks and you're completely pink and plushed. So you want to be very careful of how much you use this, okay? Then lipsticks. These are my favorite. So MAC lipsticks, I have them in 6 colors. I noticed inside I have 3 more colors. So just showing you all the shades that I love using. Again, what's it called? Let's see. It's called Powder Kiss Liquid Lipstick. Okay, I love these. I feel like they really are blurry on your lips. I don't like my lips to have very strong color. I like it to be more like, again, I'm a very for the natural looking makeup. So though I put a lot of makeup, I like it to look as natural as possible. So let's apply 1 color and see how that looks. I've chosen the Sorry Not So Sorry. And then I'll actually take a tissue and I'll dab this also. So for me, I like my lipsticks to be really, really gentle. Then I'm trying to show you whatever is in front of me. Eyeshadow. So I have 1,000 eyeshadows like all of you. How many of you know that we have 2 more eyeshadows than we can ever apply on our eyes, because every time we go, we'll fall in love with a palette and bring it home, and then we won't know what to do with those eyeshadows. I think more important than the eyeshadows is the technique. And I'll tell you one of my techniques that I love doing, which is take any soft, gentle color and apply it over your entire eyelid. The entire eyelid. Take a nice fluffy big brush, apply it over your entire eyelid, okay? I'm just going to do it on both so that you can see. This is like a gentle color over my entire eyelids. Then I like to take a really shiny, shimmery color and apply it only on top of my eyeball. So where the eyeball is, just apply a really nice shimmery. It should bring in the shine in your eyes. And it's just on top of the black of your eyes. So just look at where your eyeballs are and you just want to apply it there. And then take a really thin brush and a dark shade and put it inside the groove of your eye. I am not a makeup artist, so I'm not going to pretend to be one. I'm just telling you what suits me, and then you can try it at home. I like to keep it really simple and easy. And then I just like to put it into the groove of my eye because it gives depth to the eyes. Okay, your eyes look like deeply set in and all of that. So I don't know if I'm able to do it correctly in the hodgepodge manner, but So what it does, it adds a little bit of dimension. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like as if your eyes are more set in. So this is basically how I like to do the eyes. And then what I do is I take a thick brown color eyeshadow. Now I'll tell you the brands I like to use in eyeshadow, or rather eye pencil. This is the Laura Mercier brown eyeshadow stick, okay, which you can just apply. They say you shouldn't stretch your eyes and all of that when you apply, but I'm just trying to make my life easier. And I just apply one coat just underneath to give my eyes a little bit of dimension. And then inside my waterline, I'll apply the kajal. And what this does is it creates a two-line effect. So there's a light browny color outside and a dark black inside, which makes your eyes feel much, much sharper. So for everyone here who loves doing eye makeup, my suggestion is a nice brown on the outside and a nice black on the inside. And you can repeat the same thing on top. So have a nice thick brown line and then make it a really thin black line closest to your waterline, and that gives a really sharp look. And then you can end it with taking a nice color, what do you call this, eyeliner. Okay, I like to use the felt pen looking eyeliners and then just create like a wing. Like that. Abhi I don't want to do too much, but if I just create a little bit of that wing look, and then what it does is it just makes my eyes look extended, and then if I want I can even fill it up here and give definition to my eyes inside also and outside also, which I'll only apply on the two edges. Rest of it I'll just fill it up with kajal. Okay. And then if I have applied a very light foundation, if I'm feeling like I'm looking too fair, then I will use a little bit of a darker bronzer and then just cut the face a little bit. So at where the cheeks are dipping, normally it's a good point to start is where your hairline is ending, and then just create a little bit of that contouring, which what it does is then you can, if you have heavy cheeks like mine, then you can actually cut your face, you can cut your double chin, and everything just starts to look a chiseled look a little bit more, if you want that, if you enjoy that little more chiseled look. And then of course I'm not loyal to any mascara, as you can see. Lots and lots of mascaras. My rule around mascara is when it becomes dry, throw in the dustbin, buy new. Try to change your mascara every month. Okay, so one mascara a month. Don't buy the very expensive mascaras actually, because a fresh mascara does a better job than any expensive mascara. Okay, so just get fresh. Mascara is one thing that I feel like the more fresher it is, the more coats you put, the more beautiful it looks. Currently I'm using the Rare Beauty because I went to Sephora, so the Rare Beauty blush on. I'll tell you the color, Hope. I really liked the color actually, Hope Rare Beauty color. And then just take the mascara and then keep applying, keep applying, keep applying, keep applying, keep applying, keep applying till my invisible lashes become visible. I'll just keep on putting coats and coats and coats. I'm sure there are 100 different ways of putting mascara and different people use different techniques. Mine is just to keep layering it. So I'll just once apply it while I'm doing my makeup and once before stepping out, so that way I get a two once it's dried up, another second coat, and then it really makes my invisible eyelashes visible suddenly. So now you can see the difference between the two eyes. This one a little more visible than this. यहाँ की तो दिख भी नहीं रही. And then for those of you who like to put it नीचे also, somehow I feel कि नीचे भी थोड़ा सा add किया हुआ है, adds to the look. Look at me trying to do makeup on Instagram. This is quite an attempt on my behalf, I must say. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I've missed. So this is basically, most of the time if you see me, I will also have a line on top. So I will use this and apply one thick line on top. So you'll see my entire eye is done up. Lipstick done, blush on done, and that's how I normally get ready. So I hope you got something out of today. I didn't want to completely just come in and do nothing. For those of you who like a little bit of shimmer, this is a highlighter palette. Different days, different moods, sometimes gold, sometimes pink. I'll just show it to you. So let's say if I had to use like a nice gentle pink, then I'll apply it here and it instantly will give one uplift See, can you see the light falling on it and that shimmer coming? Little bit on the nose, sometimes here, little bit on the forehead, a little bit on this side, and I am done. So I came in with nothing, so now you can see a little bit. Now I like to keep my makeup quite natural, so I'm not someone who likes it to look like makeup. As you can see, it's all still किया नहीं किया इतना कोई फर्क नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना? You should just look a prettier version of yourself. My kajal smudges off and gets a bit messy. I'm really in love with this brand. This is my 5th pencil, I think. It's called Pixie by Petra. It's available at Sephora. Pixie by Petra. Sharpen it and use it. I don't like to rub the pencil in my eye. I like easy pencils. Now, if your kajal tends to spread, what I've noticed is just take your black eyeshadow, dip it, and then just apply your black shadow on top of your kajal. Then your kajal will never spread. So it's a very nice technique or a very easy technique to ensure that you don't have spreading of kajal. All you need to do is set it with the black eyeshadow. Somebody was asking, so Sangeeta, I hope that helps you. So then you never have to worry about my kajal smudges off, making it a bit messy. It won't smudge if you have this done. Hair. I don't know what to talk about hair. Ask me a question about hair, I'll answer it. Okay, I do a lot of things to my hair. Firstly, I have a lot of grays. I don't know if you can see already the grays have started to come. So I have a lot of grays. So that itself, covering it with color, just ruins the texture. So hair is not my best asset, and that is why it is my best asset. And let me explain this sentence. Because it's not my best asset, I put in extra effort to always keep them looking good. So yesterday also I had to go out, or I love adding extensions to my hair. So yesterday I had these, yesterday and day before I had 2 events to go for. So I had hair till here. I don't know how many of you saw, or I'll post a picture of mine with my hair like dhamil till here, because I'd added extensions and all of that. Love doing all of that drama. I think I'm quite a dramatic person. Otherwise, of course, I think going to the salon for a spa, hair spa, is a great idea. I try to do it once a month. I'm not good at going to salons. That's not one of my strengths, so I can't. But whenever I go to color my hair, what I do is, if I'm coloring my crown, I tell them पीछे सारा वो spa का mask लगा दो. And that really helps, because in the process, every month my hair gets a nice mask, even if it is just because it's the bottom hair that become rough actually. Pixie by Petra. So I use their brown pencil as well as their black pencil. Both the pencils are amazing. Use the brown and smudge it with a brush. So use the brown, smudge it, and then go in with the black just into your waterline. You know who I learned the waterline from? Kareena Kapoor. I don't know if anyone of you saw Jan. She does this fabulous, very thin kajal in her eyes and looks stunning. Please remove the filter to understand the color and effect. I like that. That's the reason why I was not even doing it. Please, today you cannot ask me to remove filter. I am not in my state at all. But, and today's point was not to show you how I do my makeup, but more to just expose you to what all I own, what all I have. Just for you. I mean, people keep asking me. This is not my forte. Rather, my sister-in-law, Manisha, does a fabulous job. So if you're not following Seasoul Manisha, I highly recommend go for her sessions. She's just absolutely marvelous. How do I do my hair? I have a lovely hair iron since 2002. I went to America, in New York. I remember I bought it. After that, I've spread this to every friend of mine. These are those curling irons that create curls. So you want to just take your hair and then just flip it around your thing, and then you can just curl your hair, and it takes me less than 10 minutes to do my hair. How to bring volume to your hair? I have no idea. See, I'm not a makeup artist. I am not a hair care person. I am just an ordinary person trying to look good as a coach. So when you ask me these questions in coaching, I can tell you. Otherwise, you need to go to these people who will say, coconut oil में 2 चम्मच olive oil डालकर 2 अंडे फोड़ के थोड़ी सी कर्ड मिलाकर अपने बालों में लगाओ और एकदम देखना अगले दिन तुम्हारे बाल. I am not the Shehnaz Hussain of hair, so I'm not going to give you any advice on hair. जो है naturally है और जो नहीं है वो भी naturally है. Reset with Rakhi. Puja, you were looking rocking yesterday. Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Your energy is like a teenage girl, and that's the best thing that makes you beautiful. Thank you, Priya, and I agree with you 100%. I have seen the most beautiful people not looking beautiful to me because I don't like the way their energy is, and then I've seen the most ordinary people just totally become gorgeous to me because of their personality, because of their kindness, because of their... So you know what? While looks is good to enhance, I'm all for enhancing your looks. I am someone who says beyond the looks, eventually it is who you are as a person. So thank you for that. I want to see you in a ponytail. वो कम ही होगा कभी भी. ऐसे कैसे करूँ ponytail? I'm trying to show you my ponytail look, but I don't think I'm doing a good job of it. So what happened was, when I got married, my husband would keep pulling out the rubber band from my hair, and at some point I just stopped tying my hair. So the only time you'll see me with tied up hair is in my swimming pool, because मेरे को उसको गीले नहीं करने, because रोज गीले नहीं कर सकती मैं अपने बाल, and that's the only time I make one jundi here. But otherwise, I'm not someone who ties my hair a lot. You won't see me in closed hair. I'm not someone who ties up my hair much. Maybe once in a while when I wear a sari and I want that Indian look with the gajra, only then, once in a year, literally. What are these paintings behind? It's my Buddhism books that I bought from Bhutan, and I have framed them. Name is Pixie by Petra. Pixie by Petra, Charlotte Tilbury, highly recommend. I'm just thinking what all I recommend. Orgasm by NARS, the color Orgasm, especially if you like soft pink cheeks. Currently I'm using the Rare Beauty mascara. Concealer, I just bought a new concealer, Natasha Dendona by Sephora. Somebody had recommended it, one of the influencers tried it. It is simply fabulous. So just apply it under your eyes, it really works like magic. Manisha Chopra is your sister-in-law? Yes, she is. So Manisha's husband and my husband are first cousins. Our Puneet's mother and Manisha's father-in-law are real brother-sisters. How to wear confidence every day? Oh, that is so much more an important question than all of this that I'm trying to cover. Because the real truth is, your confidence comes from all the three things. The outer, the inner, the core. When you start to look and feel better, last couple of weeks I've been trying to lose some weight, and having lost those 2-3 kilos, I'm definitely feeling better. There's no doubt about it. As much as I say, 5 kilos here or there shouldn't matter. But you know what? It does feel good when you can tuck in your shirt in your jeans. It just makes you feel so much more confident. So outer confidence matters. Make that effort. Don't be fully dependent on it. I would say outer confidence should be 20% of your confidence, not 50% of your confidence, not 80%. A lot of us give it too much importance. I think being grateful to God to give you a complete body, a complete, healthy body is far more important than the looks of the whole conversation. So if you're someone like me who likes to send negativity to your body parts, my suggestion, stop doing that. It's very bad. I grew up in a house where my nose was considered the pakoda nose. Punjabi pakoda nose to hota hi hai, kya kare? So my brother used to say, meri shirt tang de apne naak pe, or my cousins used to make fun of it and all of that. And after a while, I think you have to just fall in love with yourself. And I've noticed one thing, when you fall in love with your flaws, people don't even see your flaws. So how to wear your confidence? Outer, inner. Inner is when you show up and focus on people rather than on yourself. When you shift the spotlight on people rather than, I had gone for a wedding last year. It was a very dress up kind of a wedding. And when I entered that wedding, I noticed all of us had put in a lot of effort to look good, and everybody was just not feeling confident in the wedding because somebody else's outfit was better than yours, but of course, right? And within 5 minutes I realized कि मैंने इतनी मेहनत करके इतने कपड़े खरीदे, but मुझे अब उसकी आउटफिट उस दिन अच्छी लग रही है, उसकी ज्वेलरी अच्छी लग रही है, उसका बैग अच्छा लग रहा है, उसका, and you remember, hey, ये मेरे पास भी तो बैग था, मैं तो लाई नहीं, and you do all of that, and then within 5 minutes I said, you know what, this whole wedding is not going to be about me. I'm just going to focus on everyone else. And because I started to focus on everyone else, I had such a good time. What I was wearing, how I was looking, not worse than the crowd, not better than the crowd, very much in the crowd. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to regret my choices or wonder कि वो क्यों नहीं डाला उसकी जगह and all of that. So I think inner confidence, which comes from you showing up for people, you giving love to people, you making eye contact with people, you appreciating and admiring other people on the things that you would love appreciation and admiration for, all of those build your inner confidence. So you show up not as a begging bowl के साथ के admire or notice me, you show up to notice others, so then you are the queen, because queens are the givers and beggars are the receivers, right? So don't be a beggar, be a queen, distribute compliments rather than waiting for one. That was one trick I learned to become confident. And then last was core confidence. How much do you like yourself? What is your likability level? And I can tell you all of my confidence comes from core. Inner I have worked on, outer I have worked on, but you know what? Core confidence is when you start to like who you are, not just love who you are, but like who you are, the habits, the actions, the emotional control, the development of a personality, that really helps. So that's my strategy for confidence. How do you do your makeup so fast? See, ऐसे पकड़ो, एक पंप डालो, ऐसे करो और ऐसे 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 पूरे मुंह पे मल दो, एकदम क्लियर. जब एकदम ऐसे हो जाए ना क्लीन, ऐसे ऐसे थोड़ा पैट पैट करके, तो उसके ऊपर डालो ऐसे जल्दी से स्पीड में. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपके ब्लश ऑन को कहाँ लैंड करना है. तो मेरे को पता है कि मेरा ये एरिया है अपनी चीक को अपलिफ्ट करने के लिए, ठीक है. तो टक 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 लिपस्टिक ली, लगाई, काजल लगाया, थिक वाला पेंसिल है इसलिए फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बिकॉज मैं हर एक चीज को तो वो ब्रश लेके स्मज करने वाली हूँ. तो स्मजिंग की वजह से उसके बाद एंड में काजल अंदर लगाया एंड यू आर रेडी. दैट इज वाई द स्पीड, बिकॉज आई नो कि मेरे को बस वो 5 स्टेप्स में पूरा तैयार होना है, बिकॉज मेरी तो क्लास होती है ना 9 बजे. तो 8:30 अगर मैं तैयार होना शुरू हुई हूँ, मेरे पास 15 मिनट है टू वेयर द क्लोथ्स, टू डू माई हेयर, टू डू माई फेस. एंड टाइम कहाँ है आजकल, हम सारे के पास टाइम कहाँ है. सो आई थिंक टू नो नाउ, if I have to go out for a party, I will take full 30 minutes to do my makeup. I won't do it in any rush. फिर उस दिन तो मैं अच्छे से मेहनत करूंगी, right? So blessed to have a picture with you yesterday. Oh, for all of you who came yesterday and met me there, thank you so much. I really felt your love. I didn't realize how sick I was. The minute I came back home, I was on bed. I think yesterday was not my favorite day because of that, but the FPR energy, Siddharth's tribe, meeting Rajiv and Suren and Bhakti and Vani and just the entire environment of that place. I think the reason I don't have fever today is because that positivity that I came back with, मैंने बीमार अच्छे से होना था मगर मैं आधी हुई. So to everyone who gave me love yesterday, thank you so much. To everyone who gave me love the day before, thank you so much. So in case I met you at Malika's event, love you. In case I met you at Siddharth's event, love you. Ma'am, can you speak a lot more about the brands you use in dresses? So clothes is definitely my weakness. I love shopping for clothes. These days, my latest way of shopping for clothes, especially with Diwali coming close, is all these fancy exhibitions that happen in every city. So whether you're in Bangalore, Delhi, Bombay, Kolkata, Chennai, you know what, every day there's one exhibition in some hotel where somebody has put in a lot of effort to collect designers across India and bring them. So I find that really easy to attend and go and buy whatever I like, because how else to go shopping? If I was living in Delhi, it's much, much easier to shop in places like Delhi and Bombay. Chennai, unfortunately, we have only those 5 shops. So I get tired about going back to those same 5 shops. Which are my favorite brands? again, like you'll see me in mascara or you'll see me in things, I'm not someone who follows one style. Rather, my branding company was asking me which is your favorite color, which is the color you like to wear most, which is your, what kind of outfit do you like to wear? I love wearing saris, I love wearing salwar kameezes, I love wearing shararas, I love wearing dresses, I love wearing denims. So I think one of the things about me is I just go for whatever I'm in the mood of that day. I don't think I'm very specific. So I won't be able to tell you specifically which brand as such do I endorse, because again, that's something that keeps changing. Now, what I love wearing is long dresses. So if you had to ask me the one go-to, I just find them nicely covered. एक तो लंबी होती हैं, अच्छे से कवर्ड होती हैं, एलिगेंट होती हैं, मेरे फिगर को सूट करती हैं. सो इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन आपको सबसे ज़्यादा क्या सूट करता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर बॉडी टाइप एंड बॉडी शेप. योर कॉन्फिडेंस मेक्स यू लुक मोर ब्यूटिफुल. थैंक यू, सो स्वीट. What do you do for hand care for even tone? I am pretending to be Manisha when I'm not. Okay, so again, I'm not going to answer any of these questions. I'll tell you what I do for my hand care. I use a lot of creams on my face. There's a night routine, there's a morning routine that I love following. वही क्रीम जो मैं फेस पे लगाती हूँ ना, वो एक्स्ट्रा हाथ पे रह जाती है ना, उसको अच्छे से मल लेती हूँ. Because my face creams are 5 times more expensive than my hand creams. So I say, instead of using a separate hand cream, use that same face cream. Because जो face पे use कर रहे हो, वो hand पे use करोगे, पक्का तुम्हारे hands young हो जाएंगे. True or not? So I don't know if you've ever tried it, but जो भी वो extra रह जाता है ना, सुबह भी मल लो और रात को भी अच्छे से मल लो. And याद रखो कि पीछे भी मलना है. What does Saubana mean? Saubana is actually an African proverb that basically means I see you. So, there's one way of greeting hello, but it doesn't have a meaning. There's another way of greeting good morning. It's a statement, but when you say to someone, when you tell someone I see you, I think it's so much deeper than just saying a hello and good morning. So one of the things I encourage in my tribe is for everyone to literally see the person. So it's a beautiful proverb. You can actually look it up. It's spelled as Sawbona, I think Bowa. इसको यूनिक से स्पेलिंग है, but when you put it African proverb Saubana, उसके spellings आ जाएंगे. And you can just have a look at what it means. I like to believe it means I see you, I hear you, I feel you. It's like you're speaking to the person's spirit or soul rather than the outer book ka cover. So when you actually speak to people's soul, a time comes where their outer cover does not create any judgment in you. And the day you can drop judgment of the outer cover and fall in love with people for the soul that is living inside, then you have a different set of eyes, you have a different set of experience of life. Saranya Naveen, can you tell us a little more about your crowns? Crowns is an obsession with me. Wherever I go in the world, I'm always looking for good crowns. If you want to buy beautiful crowns, Etsy.com, like how you have Amazon, there's another platform called Etsy. So just go to Etsy, type crowns, you'll see all kinds of crowns there, and then you can buy as many as you like. Otherwise, of course, in my travels, I get all the unique crowns. Yesterday, it was so lovely hearing your dumb goal concept. It was wonderful. I'm so glad you loved it, and thank you for mentioning it here. So for everyone here who's been setting smart goals, I'm going to also suggest that for long-term goals, instead of setting smart goals, see if you can set dumb goals. Dumb goals is basically D for dreamer, U for unrealistic. It should feel a stretch. It should feel like log hasenge agar sunenge. M for madness. It should have no methodology. You should have no idea how you're going to achieve it. It should be unrealistic and it should be mad. And B is just for changing your belief system. So starting to believe in that dream, in that unrealistic mad dream. So that's called a dumb goal. I think too many of us are busy setting very realistic goals, but realistic goals ka kisne kiska fayda hua? You know? Tell me something, when they thought of someone going to the moon, do you think that was a realistic goal? When somebody said, I want to climb Mount Everest, it was a realistic goal. When I said, I want to earn the same amount of money as Puneet, do you think it was a realistic goal? Everyone was laughing. And so, for everyone in this room, thank you Ritu for mentioning that so that even the room could learn something. Can you name the moisturizers that you use or the sun cream that you use? Oh, I should have brought that. Okay, so the next time, the first 5 minutes, I'll cover my creams and moisturizers. Okay? Where can I buy NARS? I don't know. So I travel every month. So fortunately, duty free is what I live by. Literally. So therefore, I can't help you so much. My suggestion, just go buy an equivalent in Sephora. You know what I believe? I believe that you should use what is easily available to you. All of the products eventually on your face, nobody knows what lipstick, what eyeshadow, what this thing, which brand you've used. Just go and try out different brands and look for the Indian equivalent if you can, or the Sephora equivalent if you can. I don't like to stick to brands that I will only get from abroad. I think most of these, I know this is available on Nykaa. So just check. I have a feeling, for all you know, NARS may be available on Nykaa. I'm not going to any of the deep questions, but I can read one. Do you think the word independence is causing of all of the divorces? Well, you know what? It's easy to blame the woman to want independence, but I think the source problem is that if you are not being protected and provided for, you have no choice but to become independent. And if you become independent, the chances are you will not want to adjust, compromise, tolerate. So I don't know which came first, the egg or the chicken. Because the truth is that independent women want to be with men where they feel valued. And if somebody doesn't want to value the person, then when she becomes independent, the chances are she will go towards divorce. So a lot of times it will look like independent women want divorce because 70% of all divorces are initiated by women. But the real truth just could be that the man may not be adding the kind of value that he needs to add. This was a very important question in my life. I remember going up to Puneet almost 5 years into my marriage and telling him that, sweetheart, I don't want to be here because of the children. I don't want to be here because of your mother or my parents. I don't want to be here because of the paper that we have signed. I want to be here because I love you. And that should be the only reason. I don't want to be here because you have a beautiful house, a beautiful life, a lot of money. I don't want to be here because of those reasons. And I will never know why I'm here till I don't have enough money to know, do I still choose to be with you? And I remember about 5 years after that, around about somewhere in 2011, 2012, at some point I went up to Puneet and I said, today I am fully capable of creating a life on my own, but I still want to be with you. And while I always knew I wanted to be with you, I needed to know that in real. I didn't want to hide behind. And you know, it was such a liberating feeling to know that I'm not with my man for any other reason but just pure love. And I think so I'm an independent woman, but am I going for divorce? No, because the man is right. Okay, so I do think that independence helps divorcing, but the real criteria or symptom is actually the man or woman, depending on who's divorcing. Because you know what, that's what actually matters. So next time you see an independent woman, check. You know, is it because she no longer feels the need to compromise? Why should she? That's the real question. Why would I want my daughter or daughter-in-law to compromise when I feel like my son or my son-in-law are not behaving up to mark? They're not, in a camaraderie of intimacy or connection or trust or, all that you need, connection, friendship. If there's no friendship there, then as the women become independent, of course, divorces will go up. I remember at some point when I had become a life coach, somebody had even said this to me, one of my aunties. She had said, "Beta, तुम बहुत divorce कराओगी." And I said, "Auntie, पक्का वो तो होने ही वाला है, क्योंकि तुम जैसे ही किसी को empower करोगे और उसकी situation अच्छी नहीं होगी, तो वो तो होगा." Okay, I'm not taking these deep questions. Okay, stick to makeup questions if you can. Or any sort of looks ka wala questions. This is one of your best Insta lives. Not because of the makeup, but because of your core. Oh, so sweet. God bless you. Ma'am, how to do the bay leaf manifestation? Oh my God, you know how many videos on Google there is for bay leaf manifestation? I like to keep it simple. Write your manifestation in the shortest number of words on the bay leaf and burn it, and then take that chura of the burn and dig it, and either you can put it in any soil or just put it in the garden. As simple as that. Why so much Hindi today? I don't know Hindi. I'm sorry. Somebody had actually written, please can you speak in Hindi? So I got carried away, but apologies from my side. Thanks for the hug you gave me yesterday. Oh, so sweet. I am in enlightenment with you and had loved the session. Oh yeah, of course. If you're in enlightenment current batch, I will do a deep dive into the whole process of how I get ready. So for enlightenment people, just yesterday I was in enlightenment and I had done my makeup for the event in the morning. So mera pura face pe makeup laga hua tha. So of course Zoom mein then you look better than your usual self. So everybody was asking for these tips. So I got excited and did it here also. But I'm going to do it properly for my enlightenment people. You don't look sick, Puja. You look so highly energetic. And you know, that's what Puneet's been telling me. So yesterday I came back and then yesterday was morning 8 to 1 at FBR. Then we all went for lunch, Rajiv, Bhakti, me, Suren. We went for a lovely South Indian lunch. And then I came home and 3 to 6 I took class. And then at 6 o'clock we went to the temple, Hanumanji's temple we go to every Tuesday. So by the time I came back, I was like, Puneet, I am sick. And he's like, Puja, you're not looking sick from anywhere. I had the whole makeup on and I had everything on. So he was like, tu sick to pakka nahi lag rahi. And I was so sick ke raat ko, I woke up at 2 o'clock and then from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I was just a mess. And 6 o'clock, Puneet woke up and he said, sweetheart, I think your masterclass is going to be quite a challenge today, so better you take care. So, I don't know, can you hear it in my voice though? Or is, nahi, bilkul hi nahi pata chal raha कि पता चल रहा है, but इतना नहीं पता चल रहा. बताओ मुझे chat box में कि कितना पता चल रहा है. Dr. Sindhu, it was such a lovely surprise meeting you on 2nd October in Crown Plaza, ma'am. You know, I am so proud of my rock star Malika. I can't even begin to tell you. This girl is such a phenomenal teacher and she's done such a good job of how now she's leading all of you that makes me super duper proud. So if I met you in that room, I want you to know how proud I am of you for getting there. Nowadays, looks and makeup bring a lot of confidence, 100%. I feel it is our duty to look our best, okay? A lot of people don't believe that, but you know, I feel like, imagine if you owned a Ferrari. How would a Ferrari person, the owner of Ferrari, like you to keep that Ferrari that you bought from him? Would he want crochet on it? Sorry, mind my language, but would he like you to keep it in a dirty way? Not at all, right? God has given us Ferraris. And then when we don't enhance ourselves, we don't do a good job of how we keep ourselves. I think it's this thing that we do to God. I don't like the idea. I think all of us should make the effort to look our best without getting self-obsessed. Okay? It's not like, I remember there used to be a time, the first 10 years in my marriage, where all the time I would have my hair done, all the time I would look nice. Now I'm a Delhi girl. Delhi mein to hum market jaane ke liye bhi tayar ho jate the. So, you know, that was just naturally. I mean, if you see my mother, she's going to turn 70 next year and you will see her, she's prim and proper. Subah utke, she gets properly tayar and then till the evening she looks gorgeous. And no matter what time of the day you see her, she's always proper. And so in the beginning when she used to see me, when I got married in Chennai, here we are quite relaxed. The culture is everybody to their own. Live and let live kind of culture, right? So it's a very different culture. So my mom used to be like, beta, subah utke at least lipstick to laga liya karo. And I said, Mummy, yahan koi nahi lagata. So it's all different cultures and it's all different ways. But I'm a big believer that if God's made you a Ferrari, make the effort to keep yourself in the best possible way. Even if you're short, even if you're plump, even if you are someone who has some struggle with skin or have some struggle with whatever, look your best, because you know what? They say it takes about the first 3 seconds to set your first impression, and life just becomes easier to navigate when your first impression is a good impression. I'm not saying the second, third, fourth can't help your first, but why be sloppy when you can be gorgeous? Hai na? And you know what? I think when you do that, you make that little extra effort, you get that little what do you call that, energy boost in your personality also. With the days you're looking pretty, you feel so much better. So I'm going to highly recommend that everyone, put in the effort. It's worth it. पूजा, which Hanuman temple do you go to? मेरे घर के पास ही है साथ में, तो वहां जाते हैं हम तो. Yes, we can feel it in your voice, but you're not looking sick at all. Okay. फिल्टर का कमाल है. देखो फिल्टर्स को चेंज कैसे करते हैं. आई वुड लव टू शो यू डिफरेंट फिल्टर्स so that you all also can use filters when you want. It's always nice to explore different filters. Today I've taken a very natural filter, but there are days when I love doing foxy eyes filter, or some very nice filters are there, and it's good fun if you're not in the mood to fully get ready. You are definitely looking a little dull, ma'am. थोड़ी सी हूँ शायद. अब what did I tell you when I came for today's session? Okay, your energy will translate to me. Normally I come to give energy. Today I'm actually receiving your energy. So I want to just thank all of you. If I'm not looking sick, please give the credit to yourself, because मैं इतनी खुश हो जाती हूँ when I'm working कि मैं भूल जाती हूँ कि मैं बीमार हूँ. So I just become so happy, for all of you who don't understand that in Hindi. I just become so happy when I am with people I can help, that I forget that I'm actually sick. So I hope the same thing happens tomorrow morning, because I have a big session tomorrow morning. If you're not a part of my awakening and you haven't yet tried awakening with me, it is one of my best courses. I highly recommend it. Please aa jao. It will change your life. ठीक है? If you try also, your energy cannot go low. I like that. It is appearing that you're taking a lot of effort to speak. नहीं, बीमार तो हूँ, but अब makeup लगा के कहाँ पता चलने वाला है. I'm sick at an internal level, but you know what? I'm already feeling better. I think by night I should be fine, and I think tomorrow morning I am going to wake up with fabulousness. Love you, Puja. It was a super motivating session yesterday at FBR. Neeti, you were there. I didn't meet you. Oh my God. I'm such a lover of your content. You do such a fabulous job of everything you put on Instagram. I like watching your reels. So proud of you. Didn't get to see you. Yesterday was actually a very short break, and I just remained inside the room. Again, like I said, I wasn't well, and I didn't know why I was not feeling up to it. But now that I know, but I miss some of you. I can't imagine. All my favorite people were in the room, and I didn't get to meet so many of you. We are going to have to come up with. I actually had thought that I'm going to come back for Vani's singing, which I was so upset missing. But by the evening, I had zero energy. Can you give some grooming tips on hairstyling? Of course. So next week what I'll do is I'll bring in my hair curler and just show you how I curl my hair. If that's going to be of any help, I don't know. But I can tell you, I have introduced that to all of my sister-in-laws, just literally, if anybody knows me, then they have been forced to buy my hair curler and start keeping their hair a certain way. So I'm going to put it on to all of you also. Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Hairstyling tips. Again, for everyone here who wants to learn things, so I only have two hairstyles. One is keeping them open, and one is tying it up and putting a chundi. So you can choose whichever hairstyle you like. You will never see me in a third hairstyle. So how to help you in hairstyles? Please do these lives a little more light but still enlightening. Oh, so sweet. I'm so glad you're benefiting, because I wasn't sure how I'm going to benefit you all, because I'm not in a mood to talk deep stuff. But I wanted to still interact with all of you. So this is so much fun for me. I won't do it too often, but once in a while when I'm not up to it, I'm going to take the liberty with my Insta fan. Okay? Because you're family now, so I can do this. So blessed to have your mom as my big sister. Oh, that's so sweet. How was the experience with Shilpa Shetty Kundra? Oh my God, she was simply fabulous. I felt like I was talking to a life coach. It didn't feel like I was talking to an actress. Every answer of hers, I agreed with 100%, and I felt like she really knew what she was speaking about. So, 10 on 10. Give yourself a high five tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm going to request the whole room to pray for my high energy tomorrow. Yeah? Can we shift the time? No, we can't, because it's 500 of you. Okay, and I have so much to cover tomorrow. My God, my first session is always a struggle for I have so much content to cover in class 1. Do you use Dyson? Sometimes. So Dyson actually leaves your hair feeling more healthier. The iron doesn't make it so healthy, but it's far easier, and you can do it even on dried hair. So I'll show you everything, but I own 15 hair machines, which I'll show you. All right, I'm gonna start to run now, but thank you everyone for coming. Not bad, we made it to 4:52. I was pretty sure I'm gonna run by 4:30. I will take either snapshots of this and share it on my stories, or I will just make a list of everything that I shared and I'll get it put on my under this video. But for everyone who came and gave me energy today, all bye, love you, take care.